It's always so strange because I want to look straight ahead, but I need to look this way to look at the camera. But hey, y'all, hey, I want to give y'all a recap of it's crazy because it was just Tuesday and Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. But I had a speaking engagement in Conroe, Texas, which is right down the street from my home, New Waverly. And so it's good to be with the people that I grew up with, people I knew. I didn't know these people, but it was an awesome conference. It was the WISE conference, and just a wonderful time of women encouraging and pouring into others. And I was blessed and honored to be able to speak on the stage. Today. It was actually today. But anyways, to get there was, oh my Lord. So first of all, I had to find, I had to get my tickets together because I was going to take my 15-year-old daughter with me, but then turned out that she had a game. So I was kind of waiting around to buy my flight, my tickets. And so I ended up buying a ticket to Texas, and I went American. If you know Cleveland airports, there's nothing that does direct flights anywhere hardly. So the only people that do a direct flight is United. And so I couldn't find a late enough flight so that I can get my hair done before I left, and to get to Texas besides American. Y'all, I'm rushing, getting my hair done, rushing to get to the airport. Tell me why we're all boarded. And they say we have to do something with the gas, put some more gas in there, and then balance the gas. So we don't want y'all to get off because it's not going to take long. But yeah, so just sit here and wait. So first of all, I'm like, gas. Should we stay on the plane or no? And so we all stay on the plane, and about 30 minutes in, I was, I'm like, excuse me, stewardess, are they going to tell the people in Dallas that we are delayed because, of y'all, so that we don't miss our connecting flights? And nice young guy, he said, no, they're not, but they'll rebook you guys for free, and get y'all all together. So me knowing, because I travel so much with Extreme, I knew the dealio. I knew that was the last flight going out of Cleveland, which was probably the last flight my connecting flight would probably be the last flight going into Houston from Dallas. But I looked anyways, and I saw, yep, that was the last flight. So I knew I wasn't going anywhere that night in Dallas. And so I looked at the morning flights, and nothing can get me to Houston in time for me to get to the hotel in order to make my appointment so I can get to the conference on time. So instead of me worrying, instead of me getting upset, instead of me getting frustrated and angry, I just took a deep breath, thought about it for a second, and I pivoted. I just pivoted. So I looked up car rentals, seeing how much it would cost for me to go from Dallas, drop the car off in Houston, because I knew my flight was still going to be, a go. And while we literally was going up in the air an hour later, I booked my car rental. Now, had I known I was going to have to drive 3.5 hours from Dallas to Conroe, I probably would have took a nap on Tuesday, but I didn't. But I got in my car, I prayed, I said, Lord, be with me. I put on my gospel music, and I just took off, right? I just took off, and I just didn't let it bother me, because I knew what my goal was, what my mission was, and I just didn't let those turns and the challenge deter me or to even make me feel bad. Sometimes we may pivot, but we're angry about it. We may find a solution, but we're disgusted. We may, but for me, I was grateful for one that I was able to find a car rental at the same day, at the same time. I was grateful that God gave me the money in my account to be able to pay for something extra like that. I was grateful that He kept me up the entire time. I was grateful that I made it there safely. So although it wasn't the plan that I had, I got to my hotel on Wednesday morning, because I got there about 1:00 in the morning. And I got there, my room was great. The Hyatt, okay? I hadn't been really staying at the Hyatts. The Hyatts are coming up. And my room was beautiful. And I got my stuff situated, figure out which shirt I was going to wear because I had some stuff sent. Amazon, shout out. Amazon sent me some stuff to the hotel. I picked my stuff up, went in the room, picked out which shirt I was going to wear, set my stuff out, took me a shower, went to bed. Got up the next day. My makeup person called, text, and she said, I'll be there. I'll be there on time because I paid an extra amount of money for her to come early. I paid an extra amount for her to travel to me, and so that I can be ready in time to get to the conference on time. Because I like to be there, even though I wasn't speaking until about 10:15. I like to be there with the people and kind of get to know the audience, engage, with them, so I can know the temperature of the room. This baby was late. Y'all. This baby was late, and I caught myself. I caught myself, okay, having an attitude, okay. And when she got there, she was a sweet young lady, and she was just like, the traffic, and I'm like, I don't really care about no traffic because I paid you to be here on time, so you should start off early. That's what I'm thinking in my head. But then I said, you know what, Terí? Grace. When things don't work right, when I'm not perfect, when I do things wrong, I would hope someone would give me grace. Even if I'm in the wrong, I would hope someone would give me grace. So I did not have an attitude with her. I hope I didn't. I tried to let it go. I was making a little small talk, trying to make sure she was comfortable in my room. But I caught myself. And I got there a little late because, of course, she was a little late doing my makeup. But as you can see, it's still holding up. She did a flawless job. She had a good canvas, but she did a great job. I got there, and of course it was going on, but the energy in the room was so positive. When I sat down, my table was positive and happy to see me. Shout out to Carolyn, who had been helping me since they asked me to speak at the WISE conference. Just any questions I had, she was always there. And so I was sitting next to Kiki, one of the co-founders of the WISE conference. So it was just an awesome feeling. And I was just poured into. Everyone who spoke, the ones who spoke before me, the ones who spoke after me, I just got poured into, and I pray that I poured into others and that I left an impact and gave them value with what I said. So I had a good time, needless to say. And then I got a text message. The text message said, Delta, okay? It was Delta Airline. I don't never have no problems with Delta. Delta Airline gonna have the audacity to text me and say, your flight is delayed. Because I was leaving out today because I wanted to come home and be, home, my baby. She getting to the point, she about sick and tired of me traveling. So I go in, I come out. Delta said, your flight delayed. And I looked at the flight, and I only had a small window of time for my connection because there's no clear shot from Dallas to, Houston to Cleveland on Delta. So I was going to have to stop in Atlanta. This much of a spot. I went ahead. I said, no, thank you. I canceled that flight right then. And I looked on United, who I should have did the very first place because they're the only ones who have direct flights. And I saw a flight for 6. And so I didn't want to take the flight because I didn't want to rush. And so I went ahead and I booked that flight, pivoted, because I did not want to spend a night in Atlanta, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to drive from Atlanta to the house. So, I say all that to say this, that if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. That's one. But 2, no matter how many times we plan for stuff, no matter, how prepared we are, we have to be okay and flexible when things change. And we can't be so upset when things change, when situations happen. We cannot allow that to stop us from moving forward. Many times in my past, that would have bothered me to this. I would have been on here ranting and complaining. But instead, my heart is overflowing with gratitude that I had such an awesome experience. All the different things that happened, they happened for a reason. I don't know what the reason was, but they happened for a reason. And I'm just so thankful that I was able to experience today. And I was able to, in real time, see my growth, right, as an adult, because that's what it all boils down to. We have to start putting on our big girl and our big boy panties when things don't go our way. We have to figure that thing out. We have to pivot if we want to get to that finish line that we're trying to get to. So I don't know who needs to hear that, but yeah, no matter what obstacles may come, if it's truly meant to be, it is going to be. It is going to be. And it's going to be awesome because I had a great time. So anyways, I just want to, you'll see some clips of some compilations. I'm trying to get better on videotaping my experiences. So I'll put together kind of a little collage of my two days, getting myself glammed up. You know, y'all know me on a regular basis, okay? This has a back in a hat or in a hat or in a bandana. And this face is not this beat, okay? And I have on, well, I got on some sweats, but yeah. So I'm going back to my regular face. So I showed that process as well, and thank y'all for rocking with me. One thing that this 2 days have taught me is that I am actually walking in my true assignment. I truly am walking in my assignment. Sometimes you know it, you feel it, but then sometimes it's confirmed. Right? And every now and then I get just a little nudge of confirmness that you are on the right path. I had some beautiful ladies today, some of the other speakers just speak some life into me, and it was just amazing. Some of the chair people of the organizational wise just speaking some life in me. The audience members coming up to me. It just really confirmed that I'm on the right path in what I am doing. And I continue to push myself forward as I'm pushing other people forward. So that's all I got. Continue to be dope on purpose and watch epic-ish happen. All right. I love y'all. And until next time, peace.